A new trend in the health industry has struck a chord with thousands the world over. It's called fasting.
By religions, but long ignored by science. Fasting.
I fast pretty much every day.
Hey, so you're interested in starting intermittent fasting?
What we call intermittent fasting.
Fasting has been touted as the be-all, end-all for inducing healing in the human body, but there are downsides too. Today I'm going to share with you my biggest game changer when it comes to fasting, and I'm going to introduce you to the idea of modified fasting. Now this video isn't totally unbiased, it's brought to you by Nice Life, the gut health store. If you'd like to get a hold of the best gut health supplements and foods from around the world, head to nicelife.com.au and enter the discount code BROCCOLIROAST to receive $10 off. It's the best way to support my company in continuing to produce these types of videos. Now, there are loads of scientifically supported benefits to fasting, such as weight management, reducing inflammation, and even fighting cancer. And this video isn't about questioning those, it's about ensuring they take place. One of the biggest challenges I see people face when it comes to sticking with their fasting regime is managing hunger and blood sugar. Sadly, mismanaging these can mean getting to your allotted eating time and binging like a wolf on whatever is available. But I see it time and time again in the health industry. People adopt a new way of life, a new dietary approach, and regardless of the actual outcomes of this self-experimentation, they become prophets and really excited about this new way of life. And they completely ignore the actual results, the negative symptoms that they're experiencing, or just write them off as being due to something else. Let me tell you something, most people can't manage their blood sugar effectively, and that's simply because most people aren't in optimal condition. And this is for a variety of reasons. It could be gut bacteria related, inflammation related, or just stress related. The crux of the matter is, there are very few candidates out there who really suit fasting. Now for those people, I recommend modified fasting. Now basically this involves eating specific foods during the fasted period which still induce a fasted state in the body, and they have the added benefit of balancing blood sugar and staving off hunger. I normally spend the first few hours of my day surfing or at the beach, exercise of some sort. I like to fast during this time and eat at around 10 or 11 AM. I finish dinner at around 6 or 7, thus I fall into the category of intermittent fasting. But even being as healthy as I am, I sometimes struggle with this, and honestly, I don't think I've experienced the benefits from fasting that I reportedly should have, and that was until I changed this one thing. I started adding a morning cup of bone broth to my day before I go surfing, and it's been an absolute game changer for me. On some days, I'd be totally ravenous coming home and compensate by eating more food than I would have if I just ate first thing in the morning. With the addition of bone broth, I still have that great feeling of an empty stomach, which for me indicates a relatively fasted state, particularly from a digestive standpoint, but the hunger is much more manageable. I'm still in control. And what's really fascinating about this is that this feeling of calm and control tends to last the whole day, not just up until I break my fast with a more substantial meal. And this would be down to my blood sugar being more balanced because of the broth. Now from a nutritional standpoint, the main components of broth are just fat and protein, and these are very well known for being good at balancing our metabolic system.
We've all heard about bone broth before. It's really a very nourishing food. You can survive for a very long time on broth.
Most of us believe that what we eat is just about personal choice.
As Dr. Mark Hyman says, when your blood sugar is low, you're pretty much programmed to eat anything. I've tried other foods as well, common to the fasting scene. Coffee, even with bulletproof, which by the way capitalizes on this whole idea, just freaks my body out if I have it on an empty stomach, so that was no good. A greens powder worked a little, but wasn't as balancing, especially throughout the day. Now, the reason I like this type of condensed down bone broth, which by the way is available from the Gut Health store, is because you only have to add a teaspoon of it to hot water and it's ready. Making your own bone broth is great, however, it's a little bit more difficult to manage. Now, I know that there are going to be people out there who say, but that's not fasting. But the whole reason for you fasting is to experience better health anyway, right? By assisting our body to balance blood sugar during our fasted periods with healing low sugar foods, which in my opinion don't really disrupt the fast anyway, we're achieving our goal of living a healthier and presumably longer existence. So this is my idea of modified fasting. Let me know if you try it in the comments below. I'd be really curious to see if you have the same experience as I do. After all, we are all unique. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or just give us a thumbs up, and you can also follow me on Instagram at KalesBroccoli. Now, this video isn't totally unbiased. It's brought to you by Nice Life, the gut health store. If you'd like to get a hold of the best gut health supplements and foods from around the world, head to nicelife.com.au and enter the discount code BroccoliRoast to receive $10 off. It's the best way to support my company in continuing to produce these types of videos.